And when you wake up, you're going to see that you've been so lied to and you've been believed in lies. And they sounded like truth at the time, but they were lies. But it sounded like the truth. But you'll see. The one thing I request of you, do what you want, of course. No matter what happens in life, no matter what, practice being in the present. Really. I understand the Bible now when it says, when God said, come into my presence, here and now. He's not in the past, he's not in the future. So practice just staying out of your head, doubting every thought, and just live right now. And do what's in front of you. You don't need a 10-year plan or anything like that, because 10 years are not promised to you. Just live in the present. Stay out of your head. It's so amazing. It really is. Mind-blowing. So this year, to all of you, I recommend, do what you want, but I recommend that you just stay present. Really. And you're going to grow in that. And once you do it, it's hard to go back. You can't go back. Once you go black, you can't go back. No. But live in the present, really, not in the past. And while you're growing, you're going to drift, in the past or the so-called future in your mind. But it's not real. Whatever happened then, it happened then. It's not happening now, and it doesn't exist now. It happened then. It's so weird how it's like that. True reality, a false illusion of the imagination, and a real reality here and now. It's unfortunate that as kids, you knew this, you lived this way, but due to the teaching of your mama, your daddy, in some cases, your brothers, the teachers, and everybody, the preachers, you lost reality and start living as though there is a past or a future, and now you're worrying yourself to death. It's so amazing. My biblical question for this week is biblical. Should a man romance a woman? Should a man romance a woman? So yesterday, I got to tell you this. It was so funny. Yesterday, I was at the gym, right? And me and a couple other guys just standing around talking about different things, the show and everything. And we did this survey on my show, the Jesse Peterson show, that asked, which would you rather marry? An educated woman with a degree or a sensible woman without a degree? 87%, I believe, 87%, of the people who responded to the survey said a sensible woman without a degree. 7% said an educated woman with a degree, and the rest wasn't sure or something. So we were talking about that, and one of the guys is a liberal, and the other one is a very conservative good guy. And so there were like 3 or 4 women right next to us working out. And so I asked them, I told them about the survey. And I mentioned to them that 87% of the men rather marry a sensible woman without a degree. And boy, the S hit the fan. They were yelling and screaming, well, men don't know. A woman can be a wife if she has a degree. I'm like, no, I would never marry a woman with a degree. Ooh. And it was a mixture of black women, white, and it was about 3 of them, maybe 4. It looked like a Persian or some kind of foreigner. I don't know. I can't tell what they are. But they were having a hissy fit. And I noticed that at least one of the guys got kind of nervous like, and the guys that were standing around, other places, were not a part of the conversation, but they could hear it. And we're like, wow, that's interesting. They are afraid to be honest with women. Excuse me. And I realized that it's that mama effect. Because mama traumatized the children, and when the kids need to stand up to mama, they are afraid, inwardly, they're literally afraid of how she's going to react. And they don't know, they can't handle her overreaction to whatever the truth is, especially about her. And you could be an adult male and be the same way. You're afraid of that spirit. You can't handle that overreaction, the overreaction of that spirit that's in mama. And so men grow up afraid of all women in the same way they're afraid of mama. They don't know how to handle that reaction. Well, I felt nothing about it. But when I was a kid, and when I had to go and forgive my mother for trying to turn me away from my father and all that stuff, I felt it at 38 years old. I knew that feeling. But once I forgave, I no longer have that feeling. Men and women are the same to me. They're just human beings. And so apparently there's an organization somewhere out there that are supposed to help men, what seem to be weaker, I don't know, but seem to be making them weaker. The Daily Mail is reporting that American men are flocking to weekend retreats. To speak out about their feelings and let it all out. It says that every man in a group that help men shrug off the armor of masculinity. Why would you want to take that off? Beats me. And they're taking off the armor of masculinity to get in touch with their true feelings. Here's that soundbite.
What is every man?
Men can come together and fully express
and step into their feelings and emotions.
It's a fellowship, hence every man.
It's literally just a place where you can put aside everything society tells you need to be.
For men to open up about their emotions. Being an entrepreneur and a son and a brother, or whatever it is you are, we place different levels of pressure on these things.
Vulnerability is a form of power, if you think about it.
for all men at any level to express themselves.
More permission to be able to explore my emotions and to be able to express my emotions. We say aho, means I'm here with you.
Aho.
Aho.
Aho. Aho.
Aho.
Aho. Aho.
Aho? They calling themselves whores. Aho? Don't they? I mean, why can't they see and hear that they sound like women? But they're trying to make it be okay to sound that way. My emotions. My emotions. It's okay to be a man. A hoe. They call themselves a hoe. When a man say he feel like a girl. A hoe. Over the course of 1 weekend, 55 men open up about their weaknesses and insecurities and what it means to be a man.
What does it mean to be a man?
Let's see.
Being able to articulate how I feel.
And how do you feel right now?
I feel more open than I have in a long time.
My heart's pounding.
Anger. I feel really grounded here. I feel really relaxed.
You're gonna sit around with a bunch of guys and talk about your feelings? And then my answer to that would be yes.
All right, this morning we're talking about men's health. That includes, of course, mental health. It's no secret that some guys aren't that great at expressing their emotions. Shocker.
Amazing. How in the world that men allow the women to convince them that it's okay to be this weak, and especially in a public way. Men, no. Just no. It's not hard being a man. A man is natural, right? No one is putting his head upon you to make you be a man. It's okay to be a man. Look at the president. He is happy being a man, and he's taking on the issue. Look at Iran. They are chanting for the president and against the regime. Whoever thought you'd see something like that? President Trump is like Jesus Christ. He's bringing peace upon the earth. He came not to bring war, but to bring peace. Men bring peace into the earth, into the family. What the? Yeah. It's amazing. And men, this is why you got to return to your natural state of being so that your children will not have to go through this. Another thing I want to tell you men out there, some of you are dating, living, married, and whatever, right? And now you're starting to wake up. And I'm hearing more and more and more that the women are not liking it because they are losing control over you. Just think about it. When they first met you, you were weak beta males, and so the women gain control over you, meaning that you try to make them feel good. You give them attention. You pay attention to their emotions and instead of helping them to overcome the emotion. You get involved with it, right? And you make them feel special. And now that you're waking up, that is changing. And they don't realize how much that is changing. And now you cannot make them feel that way because you see that as wrong. The women are not liking it. To the point that some women are leaving their husbands. They're moving out. They're getting mad because you don't love me. You don't make me feel special. You don't pay attention to my emotions. And the husband's like, what the? I can't do that. You need to overcome those emotions. To the point that they leave home. They go move away back to mama or somewhere, right? You can't do anything about it, guys. And all they're trying to do is get back that control over you. Really. And women, be honest. You're acting out because you're losing control. Now you're feeling empty. You feel like something is missing because you fulfilled that void with a fake love from the man. It wasn't real. And these women are fighting to get it back, to get back that control, giving up sex and everything. And if the sex thing doesn't work, they move out. They get mad. Me. Don't fall for it, men. The best thing you can do for your family, your wife and your children, is to be detached from emotions. And they ain't gonna throw a hissy fit, but just watch it like you're watching a movie. And the movie is called Hissy Fit Movie. The movie is titled Hissy Fit Movie. And just watch it. But they can't help it. It's not personal. And you were weak when they met you. It's like taking drugs, right? And now you want a smoke. And you can't get the drugs. You're going to have a fit. Just FYI.